My name is Paul Luna, and you're tuned into F&B Lunacy. I am here today with Chef Nicolas Bour. Chef.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. Where are you? Where are you cooking?
It's been a long journey. I'm back in Atlanta now. I've been here about right around 2.5 years. I came back to a place called Serenbe. It's just south of Atlanta, 45 minutes. It's a fully sustainable, harmonious, perfect, utopian society south of the airport, 20 minutes.
What kind of cuisine are you serving today?
Well, we have all different. I mean, we have everything from a healthy bowl type restaurant that's Scandinavian kind of influence. It's called Halsa. That's in our wellness community. That's the wellness community is called Motto. It's basically a Scandinavian village. We're almost about 60% complete on that neighborhood. We have several hundred. Serenbe's grown to about 850 residents. So that's actually more population than some small towns in Georgia. So it's really good. So we do that. We have a bistro called The Hill. That's kind of we have a pizza oven in there. We do more of a kind of a place that people will go more than once a week. You could go there every day. We do lunch and brunch on the weekends. Then we have the Farmhouse. That's my jewel over there. That's our fine dining. Hate to say farm to table, but I mean, everything's farm to table, right? Our farm happens to be a mile away, a certified organic farm, 15 acres. Probably about 8 of it is planted currently. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I spend most of my time at the Farmhouse, actually. From Thursday to Saturday, I'm there on the line cooking, which is at my age perfect.
What made you get into the culinary industry?
Wow. Probably because I was not very good at math. I attended college very briefly. And my math professor, first year, she said, "Aren't you working in a restaurant?" And I said, yeah, I'm working in a restaurant. She said, "Well, how's it going over there?" I was like, "Why are you asking me this?" I said, "Oh, it's great. I really like it." She goes, "That might be a better career for you." So I dropped out of college pretty much the next day. What I didn't do is tell the government, so my GI Bill kept coming to me, which I bought weed and beer with. Courtesy of the Uncle Sam. But yeah, it's always been a passion. Obviously, I told you earlier, my family are Europeans. My mother is German ancestry. My father's first generation immigrant who came to the United States to attend college and just spent the rest of his career here teaching.
Talk to us about the impact of coronavirus before and after.
Well, that's it's pretty shocking, actually, how much of an effect it's had. I mean, I feel lucky in a way that we live in a state that stayed open. Like even as many people have said, "Oh, this guy's ignorant, this guy's whatever." I mean, at this point, it's survival for us. So I'd say we probably took it a little softer than most. I pivoted immediately because I have a lot of hotel experience. I pivoted the business immediately the day that the actual shelter-in-place order was put, in place in Georgia. I was already ready to pivot to a meal prep and banquet type takeout situation. So that helped. That kept the lights on. We did lay off over 200 people. We probably dropped $1 million in group business. I'd like to think 2021 is going to be kind of a rejuvenation of things, but I think it's really looking like kind of next year, unfortunately.
So how many employees work at Serenbe?
Oh, geez. In food and beverage, about 230.
It's pretty much like a cruise ship.
Well, yeah, utopian resort. It's a community where people live, but it's a community that's open to anybody who wants to experience and enjoy it. And it's also very remote. I mean, it's been a challenge. And like I said, we're really lucky we were able to kind of keep going. We've brought back the majority of our team. So we did receive PPP loans. That was very helpful. We're also applying for the next round that's coming in because we're seeing, I would say last month, we cut our losses. We didn't make money. You know what I mean?
Right.
we're able to do that because we have the inn, right? The inn at Serenbe is extremely busy and booked solid pretty much throughout COVID. People getting away from the city with their families. And so we're really fortunate. I mean, I cannot be thankful enough. I'm you know, I'm not at the beach anymore in California, but I'm, safe and sound here.
Where can we find Chef Nicolas when he's not at work?
At home with my family. Yeah.
Kids?
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old daughter. So that's what I've been focusing on. It's really just being a father and a husband and fixing up this house that we bought out here.
Is your daughter a tough critic when it comes to eating?
She's on it. I mean, I've been cooking. She's been cooking with me since she was a really tiny baby. And now she can come in at 8. She could make her own lunch, pasta with sauce and everything. So pretty good.
Fill in the blank. Cooking is
love. Zen. Making soup is zen.
What is your relationship like with your team, with your staff, both front of the house and back of the house?
I have a very good relationship with them. I mean, I do give them direction. I'm not a big, I used to work for Jean Banchet back in the day. And that guy would just tear you a new asshole every chance he got, right? That's not me. Those days of screaming and being crazy, or that's in my past. I never really did it too much. I never liked it, so I never did it. But I would have to say I'm 50. I'm in my 50s now, and I'm more of a father figure to most of them. They're pretty young people. Very diverse crowd, though.
Is Serenbe a complex for families as well as for the employees, or is it oriented more towards family?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of families living there, but it's like I said, it's a community where people live, but it's open to the outside, right? So a lot of people come just for the weekend or just for the day on Saturdays and Sundays. Everybody's encouraged to use the facilities and enjoy it. It has a lot of common space, right? Green space, trails, trail riding, trampolines. And we encourage everybody, not just people who live there, to come and enjoy it. And of course, spend money in the restaurants. I mean, we have a wine shop, we have a general store, we have a bike shop, we now have doctor's offices. It's pretty self-sustaining, pretty amazing.
Is there a food-related product that you eat that is truly embarrassing for you to talk about?
And truly embarrassing to talk about? Oh my God, there's so many.
One only.
How about hot dogs from the Quick Trip? Yeah.
You enjoy that?
Often. Not often.
Is there anything, Chef, that you would like to share with us that's important in your life today?
Well, I think I'm very concerned about my colleagues, right? And it's never fails to amaze me that we have the Screen Actors Guild and all these unions for these actors, and a pension, and an old folks home, and a place to be buried when you die. We don't have any of that, It's very worrisome. Or just even any kind of an organized, mental health care, financial kind of help. It's just a free for all, basically. It's like, when one guy falls, there's nobody there to pick him up.
Is there a trend to any type of food movement coming out that you know of?
I mean, it's really hard because everything's been closed, right? So we've been kind of in a time lapse, or time's been frozen now for a year. So what are the trends? Are the trends going to be the same as they were when this whole thing started? I think that probably this whole pandemic is going to guide what the trends are, right? What are the food trends? I think grab and go and the whole I don't know. It's hard to deliver fine dining in a paper box,
That is a very difficult thing.
So.
And there's no creativity there for a chef.
No. So we'll see. I mean, I don't see people wanting to work that hard these days either. So I think it's going to be a rough journey for the industry, unfortunately.
What turns you on about cooking and the food industry?
Well, probably because I don't have to sit on my ass in front of a computer all day. It's, you know what it is? It's a different thing every day, right? It's like snowflakes. The no two snowflakes are alike, and no 2 days in the kitchen are either. So it's a matter of like I tell my guys, like anybody can get in the shit. It takes a chef to get out of it. It's true though. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do. Gonna make some fucking chicken stock on the fly.
This is a bit of an odd question. Chef Nicholas, would you consider yourself a lunatic?
For sure. And I don't think anybody else would disagree with that. I'm widely considered to be a lunatic. Very unpredictable, very emotional, crying, openly crying, and I'm just kidding. Once in a while. I'm not afraid to express myself.
How was your experience like, or transitioning from hotels are very different. They function very different.
Yeah. I mean, the transition for me was great because I don't like to play the whole political game. I was the executive chef at Lowe's, Coronado in California for a while, and it was a lot of anxiety and a lot of like just bullshit from union incursion to like just the whole like structure. I love the fact that I learned the organization and how to do meals for 1,000 to 2,000 people. I spent a lot of years at the Intercontinentals hotels. Miami was my big. I did banquets there for 3.5 years, and that is a massive place. So learning that catering thing was very good for me for my career.
Is this your last stop?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I've got other projects in the works, but I'm trying to transition myself into just consulting. And I did my first Zoom cooking demo last week, and it was very lucrative, surprisingly. So I did it for a national nonprofit. They hired me, contracted me, 30-minute cooking demo. I made $3,000. It's pretty good. I felt like I was stealing from them. That's what I mean. But I feel like donating it back to them, just for charity. That's how chefs are, though, right? We're used to giving everything. So yeah, I think this is probably it, right? I don't want to be a TV chef. I don't want to be a hotel chef. I just want to retire at Serenbe, hopefully. And we're working on elder care there too, so we'll see how it goes.